This video was created and brought to you by ManageMax. We manage condominiums, HOAs, manufactured housing and apartment communities throughout Southeast Michigan. We're a growing company, and maybe we'll get to your area soon if we're not there yet. We create these videos to share industry insights with current and prospective clients. There will be an opportunity to connect with us at the end, so stick around to the end of the video. Now let's dive in. The special assessment failed. The reserve fund empty. Half your neighbors have stopped paying, and the other half simply can't afford to cover the shortfall. Your condominium board now faces a desperate, agonizing question. Should we sell the entire community to a bulk buyer? For many, it's the only path left. Here's what that complex, often painful process actually looks like. I'm going to explain the stark reality facing many struggling condo boards when a bulk sale becomes not just an option, but often the last viable recourse. When an association is financially insolvent, unable to pay critical bills, facing utility shutoffs, with residents unable or unwilling to cover emergency assessments, the board often finds itself forced to consider selling the entire property to a single buyer, usually an investment company or developer. This requires a vote from the ownership. The percentage needed varies by state and governing documents of the community. Sometimes it's a simple majority. Often it requires 75 to 80% approval. In these dire circumstances, facing utility shutoffs, crumbling infrastructure, and even legal action, owners frequently find they have little choice but to approve the sale as the only viable option to prevent total collapse of the community. The buyers are typically large investment firms or property management companies that specialize in distressed properties. They're not buying to maintain a community association. They're buying to convert the property into rental apartments or to renovate the entire complex. They possess the vast capital reserves and crucial economies of scale that individual homeowners, even collectively, simply can't match. For individual unit owners, these transactions almost invariably mean devastating financial losses. It's not uncommon for owners to walk away with 30%, 50% of their original purchase price, particularly if they bought during market peaks, a stark reminder of the property's deeply distressed value. Compounding this, banks holding individual mortgages also face significant losses. If an owner, for instance, owes $200,000 on their mortgage for their unit, but the bulk sale only allocates $80,000 to their unit, the first bank writes off the difference. This is why lenders sometimes oppose bulk sales or attempt to foreclose on individual units before the sale completes. However, the bulk sale does resolve the association's debt problem. The proceeds are used to pay off association creditors, utility companies, contractors, management companies, and any remaining funds are distributed to former owners based on their ownership percentages. The new buyer inherits a property with a pristine financial slate, entirely free from the previous association's crippling debts and obligations. After the sale, the community inevitably becomes a rental property. The new owners eliminate the homeowner association structure and operate it as an apartment complex. Former owners who want to stay become tenants at market rate rents. This transaction makes economic sense for the new owners. They can spread maintenance costs across all units, employ professional management staff, and maintain adequate reserve funds because they're operating at scale. What was financially challenging for individual homeowners becomes manageable for a professional property management company. Some former owners do find benefits in this transaction, particularly those who struggled with assessment payments. As renters, they have predictable monthly costs and no responsibility for major repairs. However, the undeniable cost is the complete loss of their home ownership and any hard-earned equity they may have accumulated over the years. Bulk sales to investment companies who convert communities to rental properties is often the outcome for financially distressed associations. While it represents a loss for individual owners and mortgage holders, it's frequently the only viable solution to prevent complete abandonment and preserve the habitability of the community. Understanding this rarely discussed, often painful process is not just important, it's absolutely critical for anyone involved in community association governance, from board members wrestling with impossible decisions to residents trying to comprehend their future. If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.